Mike, it's 420.
420!
It's 420. It's the dark hour. It's the dojo. It's Rage Select. I'm Jeff.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. I'm Blake.
And we have skipped forward many days to get to the point where you actually get to fight stuff. So
Okay, so we're fighting in the TARDIS, right?
Tartarus, not the TARDIS.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
This is not a Doctor Who game, then.
It is bigger on the inside. It's
Holy shit! I've never gone this far.
Like,
over here.
this is the inside of the high school. During the dark hour, it becomes this giant fucked up tower that sees the little group of all the people. Also, dumb Junpei, joined us.
You know what this reminds me of? The
What's that?
hyperbolic time chamber in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, you would have to talk to Michael about that because
Hey, Mike, what's up? Oh, no.
I'm not a Dragon Ball Z guy myself.
What?
No.
Come on. Do you like anime video games and you're not a Dragon Ball Z guy?
No, sir. Tried it. I tried it. I gave it a real college try and went, this is not for me.
Are you telling me that you didn't inhale when watching Dragon Ball Z?
I inhaled, but not all the way to my lungs. I just get it into my mouth, and I didn't like how it tasted. I coughed a lot. A long time ago, Michael and I tried to play Dragon Ball Kakarot when that came out.
Yeah.
And we actually recorded 2 episodes, and we got a fight during those episodes because I was just like, this is stupid. It is for babies. And he was like, dude, shut the fuck up. And I was like, I will not. Babies, stupid babies.
How did you
play
get
this
Mike
game.
mad? That's hilarious, actually. I need to go back and find that episode.
And then but we never released it because it was just like it was boring.
Okay.
So we stopped, and then we took a break for a couple of days.
The unreleased episodes.
And I actually went and watched half of the first season of Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, no, I don't want any part of this.
This is called Rage Select, and we had a Rage Select episode that we could not release.
It's not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun when that happens.
You know what? I just want to hear you be like, you know what? Goku sucks. I just want to hear that one line.
I'll just say it. I'll just say,
you know what? I'm just saying. Goku's a piece of shit. Okay.
So,
terrible father. Terrible fucking husband.
So, Persona 3 is Persona 4. Randomly generated dungeons. Fight the guys. I don't know if it was like this originally, but yeah, this is way more Persona 4 than anything else.
What I really enjoy about 4, it kind of does it in this game, but in 4, each dungeon layer is drastically different, with a different soundtrack, which is awesome. This one is mainly more of different aesthetics, but mainly still gothic, and I don't know. This feels very much. The way that they've kind of done the combat now feels a little bit like 5, but it hits a very nice medium for me. I love it.
Of course, Junpei has no problem shooting himself in the head.
I'll do it.
We switched Junpei's gun with a regular gun. Let's see if he notices. Oh, look, his head was totally empty the whole fucking time. Yeah. Level 2.
Also, being at some anime conventions, I've been to a lot, but anyone who role plays as the SEES, I wonder if that gets confused with actual Nazi propaganda, because it looks
with the red armbands and guns, black outfits. Yeah,
it's a little much, a little out of context. If you don't understand it out of context, then, you know.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't go outside, Blake. Outside is where the sun and the bugs are. Okay,
I don't venture out these parts.
Yes, hey guys. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're still in the super tutorial. We can't actually get an advantage on these guys for another 45 minutes. So I'll focus you. Also, I think it's kind of fucked up that they give you money in the beginning, but it's only enough money to buy just the lower moderately powered weapons as opposed to all the best stuff. So.
Yeah, they do start you off a little slow. The one thing about this game though is that it doesn't. There are many times in 5 and 4, to be honest with you, you felt like, oh shit, this match or this whatever fight that I'm in might be the one to take me out, because it's every fight felt like that. You were scraping to get by.
Kari, just put it at the side, man.
Because Jesus, that's what your problem is. You're looking straight down the barrel.
Yeah.
But this game does a really good job of just basically it. You don't really feel, I guess, challenged enough where you feel it's impossible. So you can just go through it.
That might be one of the things that they did better in 4. I can't say for sure, but in 4. It was I felt there was a really good loop, right, where you would go to a a dungeon, and it always took like 2 or 3 days to get acclimatized. When you first went in, you didn't know what any of the weaknesses were.
You kind of
really
just like you were a little afraid to kind of go floor by floor.
You had to really just kind of like, I don't know, give it a shot and try a bunch of stuff and waste a lot of SP, like trying different spells on people. And then you would get like to where you're like, okay, well now I know what everybody's weakness is, so I can do that stuff.
Just go through these rounds, yeah.
And then the part 3 was, okay, I've done this twice, and now I'm so strong that I could just hit auto battle and everybody dies with just melee attacks, or I'm getting hit for so little damage it doesn't even fucking matter. Yeah. I do like though that this one, I don't know if it had originally, but that this one has the like right bumper, just heal everybody, why don't you?
Yes, the auto recover.
Yeah.
Yep. That is very nice.
Even though it won't use items, and I'm pissy about that. I'm like, come on guys, I got plenty of soul drops and shit. Like,
this game does a overly abundant job of giving you shit too. Like in the dungeons, you can find good weapons that you can't even buy.
Yep.
And they'll just automatically say, "Hey, I want to have that weapon," and you can just decide who's going to have it because it's just better.
I do like that where I found some shoes. Yes. And what's her face was like, "I want those shoes.
Give me that shit."
And I was like, "Okay, all
they're
right,
yours,
sure."
I'll give them the Junpei. Like, you
bam,
want them?
Give me them life stones. Especially here at the beginning. Like, did she already give me that when we? I like that when we started, where it was like, no, okay. You might get it after you like face the first boss, where they give you 2 of the like. Are they snuff souls that give you back SP? As opposed to HP.
Yes.
And it's like, oh man, as long as I got snuff souls, I don't give a shit about any of the rest of this. Like, I can just keep rocking and rolling. His back is turned.
Shadow detected.
He's showing me his weird goopy ass.
Show me that ass, that shadow ass.
Try sneaking up on them from behind.
Yeah.
Make sure you stay out of their field of vision.
Are you like talking to me over a computer or from under the cyber water? Where?
She's
what's going on here? Yes. I do appreciate that. I also appreciate that sword attack is very like responsive when you're running, because once you've been through here twice, like you can start at level 1 and get to the top in like 10 minutes.
There are golden hand moments though where like I've been slashing for days. Like I'm really good at some points, but then there's other parts where the camera and the fucking movement in this game just fuck you.
Yeah.
So it just makes you feel like an idiot where you're just slashing away mindlessly because I'll never actually get it.
Weak. So weak.
Get that weak shit out of here.
All that attack.
It's a maneuver that engages the entire naturally. The enemy has no way.
I can't remember what it looked like in 4. I have a hard time remembering what it looks like in 4. I remember what it looks like in 5 with all the like red and black silhouettes. All right, get out of here! Everybody run and just fucking fuck them up! Fuck them up! Go like a cartoon. I think it's funny how the smoke on that is like the most rendered thing in this entire game. It's got these like soft shadows.
So it makes it chug on the high graphics.
Shuffle time. Oh yeah, because you're playing on the PC.
Yes.
You played on the Steam Deck?
I played this on the Steam Deck, yes. Actually, if you just auto-join the Steam Deck, like literally just jump right into this game, it like does not fucking play. Like it literally like just chugs. You have to go to medium and then it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Like the ultra graphics for whatever reason, and I have like the whatever.
When I saw my opening,
I think the second model or whatever.
The OLED one?
Yeah, so I know that it's just whatever the Steam Deck is, it is what it is, but yeah.
It's the better one. It's a slightly better one.
So this game, like, literally just, it's deceptive. Apparently it's gotta have some beef behind it.
Huh. Yeah, man. No, yeah, I know. Mom, listen, Mom, I know. You don't have to tooltip me every fucking 10 minutes.
Oh,
of course, you know what I will say is that once they get done with this first round of tooltips, there aren't any more.
They leave you alone.
It's like you're done. Baby.
Also, this game is a really cool mechanic that you can actually, I have my preferred companions. You know what I mean? Like I don't necessarily fuck around with the older lady or whatever who can join. You can join later, and you can actually quickly advance the level of some of the other characters if you've like gone way beyond them. Like if I'm level 26 and another character is like level 19. It can actually jump them. I don't remember exactly what you have to do. Like it just prompts you, but you can only do it a few times. But you can actually jump right to the level that you're at, which is nice because you have to go back and grind with them.
Yeah.
Your persona just now. It looks like you really do.
We're all big idiots that only have one persona, and you've got like a lot.
Well, this guy has all these personas.
All right. You're gonna force me to use all my. Oh, okay. Nope. They are forcing me to use all my shit up. Go get him, everybody! Yes! Get him! Shuffle time.
Shuffle time.
So this has got XP from this battle, and they get the swords, and get the recovery. Let's get the recovery. Also, that's nice too. Just giving you the opportunity to sometimes just get like, just get hit points back.
Well, here's my misunderstanding. I don't know how the experience works in this game.
What do you mean?
Okay, so you just got 58 experience points from that battle, right?
Yep.
How does that deviate? Because it's not going to give you 58 experience points. If you go to your stats and check how many experience points are left till your next level up, that does not equate to that. I do not understand it.
Are you sure?
I'm fairly sure. So let's just, for your next battle, all right, let's go ahead and check it. Stats.
Let's see. Stats.
Okay, if you click on Mikado,
Yep.
it's going to be next experience 17, right?
Okay.
Maybe not a good example because maybe you're going to level up.
Yeah.
But whatever you're going to get, it's going to be over 17 and that will stay there. Like, I don't understand if it's like the person that beats the creatures gets the experience.
I think everybody gets it, don't they?
I don't know.
I mean, the thing is that if this is like this is kind of like the Persona 4 rules, like I feel like the XP was pretty standard, but then like the big thing was if you get the
extra cards or whatever.
Well, that you need to level up the Arcana skills outside in order to be able to do more powerful fusions inside, like, and then also relationships between different characters will give you like team up attacks. Maybe I don't know. I didn't get that far, but that's traditionally what happens.
Yes, that is exactly what happens.
What's that you got there?
Little Twilight Princess.
Twilight fragment.
I wonder.
Yes.
Try holding it to the chest. Yes, we can put 2 and 2 together, y'all.
Of course, man, sometimes you run across these chests and they're like, do you have 3? I'm like, God, I've only, okay. There's the Snuff Souls that I was talking about. That's what I thought. Well, then why didn't you just fucking tell me?
You do get a lot more later on.
We got to be coy about this shit. Don't be coy. It'll took me a long time to learn where the map button was.
Yeah.
Get in there. Oh, that's just
The
teleporter.
teleporter.
Don't care. I don't know. You know, it's funny because I think that Persona 5 was, as we've talked about, a lot more complex when it came to the like the whole battle system was a lot more complicated.
Yes.
And even the dungeons were a lot more, like, the dungeons were more bespoke. It wasn't this just kind of like randomly generated hallways.
Yeah, each character had their own specific. It was not like 4, because 4 felt very much like it was the same thing, but with aesthetics of that character.
Right.
And 5 was very much like, no, now you're in a completely different environment.
It's like an
area.
evolution, right?
Yeah.
This one was just like randomly generated. 4 was like randomly generated, but they were themed better. Oh, I gotta use the teleporter. They were themed better, and then 5 was like they're all fully bespoke, and then we put the randomly generated stuff in the subway.
Yep.
For just grinding. But I kind of like these because you don't have to pay much attention when you're in here.
Right. No,
like, you just kind of run.
It's
hack.
monotonous.
Yeah.
It's grinding, right? And I think 5 too. Like 5 was the hardest, and because I guess I didn't realize later on that you were supposed to. At one point, the Reaper comes, and you're supposed to, once you get to a certain level, you're supposed to fight him multiple times to just get super duper experience.
Oh, right.
And then you just buff the shit out of that later on in the game. But I didn't do that in 5, so I beat him one time, got some experience, went out to the final boss.
Yeah.
That shit was hard. Based on this game, I don't know if the final boss is going to be difficult, but it doesn't seem like it. Because
Well, so wait a minute. In 5, that's what you did. In 4, have you done the crazy Persona? Like in every game, I feel like there's a thing where it's like, okay, you get these 2 personas, and then you have to be this level, and then when you put them together, then you get like the passive skills of like nullifies all damage, get back 10,000 SP per round, hit for 9999, and nullify all damage, and then you just put that persona on your main character, and you're like. Yeah, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. That's it.
It didn't work on the final boss in 5, at least for me.
Yeah.
So like there were times where you were very overpowered, but in this game you just seemed like you're just fucking god, because it's just you don't really get challenged. There's only one match that wasn't even a boss fight that I was like, oh shit, I almost died.
You know, a lot of old Arcanas. You know, older RPGs like back before the modern day, right? they weren't as like. I think everything in gaming is slightly harder now than it used to be. So
because
I think
back in the day there was like exploits, so you could be like, okay, well I found this exploit in Final Fantasy 3, and I'm just gonna fucking use it, just over buff the shit out of my character.
I just think that older games were easier. That like just the overall difficulty of video games has gone up over time.
I think in some ways, I think
fuck you guys.
The older video games for me sometimes they did cheap shit to make you replay over and over again because that was the mechanic for more money, right? But now games are very much like there are no holes for you to figure out. Like, oh, I can exploit this to get so much experience at the very beginning where, like, the whole game is not challenging for me.
Right.
Like, there's not a lot of that exists anymore because there's just better game balance, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. This fucking guy, this horn dog.
Hey, man, do you know any other chicks that you're banging? Hey, you came to school with me today. Are you banging me?
Do you bang after class? What do you want?
What do you want?
What the fuck do you want from me?
Nothing really. Oh, my God, he's doing the whole Stewie Griffin.
Hey, mom, nothing. Hi.
Because, yep. I'm looking for someone with a little bit more experience anyway. Oh, shit.
Oh.
I think he runs the swinger club.
I think
Let's go find some more chicks to talk about banging with.
okay, we got another assembly. I hate assembly.
Next,
So boring.
Student council. Please welcome the new
Doesn't anybody who runs school, like, don't they remember being in school and having assembly and how it's like...
don't you have classes to go to?
She had to come to school an hour early for fucking assembly.
I guess she is the most popular girl in school.
Oh,
Her?
I guess she is.
Her?
You can say that again. She's got this intimidating vibe around her. Not to mention.
Yeah, everybody knows that dudes go for intimidating girls.
Totes.
Like, she could slash my throat at any minute. So hot. She can drive a corkscrew right through my dick. Turns me on.
It is my firm belief that each of us must accept.
Is it because she got hair over one of her eyes? Sort of?
However,
She's so mysterious.
change cannot occur without sustained effort and an unprecedented level of commitment.
So make sure that you all grind on the first
That is
dungeon.
why we must restructure our daily lives in order to rise to this challenge.
Yes.
I'd like each of you to dig
Eat
deep
breakfast
into
at
your
midnight.
motivation and reevaluate
Throw your shit off.
That's right.
Strive to imagine a bold new future
Oh.
without losing sight.
Like with AI and shit, or what are you
Yeah.
talking about? Like,
That is the key.
oh, okay, cool.
My own ideas are but one person's vision. For us to reap the full benefits of our education,
Oh, man. All right.
and
God.
enthusiasm are essential. Thank you.
You're welcome. Goodbye. Good night.
Man, what a speech. Do you have any idea what she just said?
Something about AI.
I will say that there are very few dialogue in this game, but there are some that actually make me laugh. Like they do get humor right sometimes.
Yeah.
And there's little quips like that that actually make me laugh.
I have
Yep.
no idea what the fuck she just said.
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
Oh.
Class.
Open your textbooks.
I'm sick of this story.
These are the worst teachers
Yeah,
of all
Mr.
time.
Yummy, why don't you say
Worst teachers. I got a
Fuck yeah.
poem. I know this is math
I got
class.
a poem for your asses. Isolated clouds suspended over the tall, snowy mountain peak.
Okay. I'm feeling sleepy.
Don't you dare.
I'm gonna sleep.
Don't you dare.
Close your eyes.
Don't you dare, Jeff. This is
Fucking
your
sleep.
fucking. This is your knowledge. This is your future.
No, I want the courage of sleeping in class. Timid, plain slacker. That's why we're team leaders, because we're such a plain slacker.
You all got all those points from go to 1-1.
Yep. All right. Hey, let's go back to the.
Might want to stock up while we can.
Uh-huh.
Since we got stuff going on at night. There's a pharmacy there too. Couldn't hurt to get some.
Sounds
meds
really
in case
filthy when
anything
you say it, Junpei. I don't know what's wrong with you. Seem super into this.
happens. You bet I am. If we don't step up to the plate, who will? The chairman said it himself.
I don't know, like, don't they have like Marines?
Yeah. Like any other government function of not children. should
What
be able to-
about like a kung fu school? Like martial artists? Like people trained in any form of combat outside of us students? Like, yeah, give that 10th grader a gun. Like that'll obviously work
And
out
clearly
really
it's
well.
not working well because they're shooting themselves in the head.
Right.
Like, that's what their solutions are.
That was their first instinct was
Shoot
to
them in the head.
themselves.
Shoot them in the head.
Is that a gun? Oh God, thank you.
Great.
I can't take this
Sweet
shit anymore.
I can't listen to lectures anymore. I've just been sleeping through all of them.
Yeah.
Never lost a single match.
Oh, he's a
Oh,
boxer.
that's cool and all, but there's a lot of boxing
Does he have
when
like
you're
a
chick.
gun that shoots boxing like mallets?
They're fun, more than a harem manga.
Oh, jeez.
Wonder where they're going.
Junpei, you seem like a real unsavory kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm not surprised you don't have a lot of friends.
Real greasy. Seem like a real greasy dude. This is chin hair. Man, either grow it or shave it off.
Yeah, get rid of it.
It's like it's drawn on with a Sharpie. What about the fate of the world?
Don't
We're gonna go fucking 7-Eleven?
Heroes need some rest now and then, you know.
You know?
His facial expression looks like he's saying that like we're gonna punch him in the face if we disagree.
I want the two of you to meet me at Polonia Mall. You
Okay.
know where it is, right? I'll be waiting at the police station.
Also,
Got it?
Blake, you've been to Japan.
I have.
Are there police stations in the mall? Is it, do you go to the mall? You're like, oh, let's go to the mall. We can hit Orange Julius and then go file a police report.
Jeff, I would say I did not see a police station in the mall. I went
Okay.
to many malls in Japan
Yeah.
because there's a thing. I would not be surprised, though, if for the sheer convenience, there could be. But I don't think that that's a normal thing.
Okay.
Man, how can he not?
Yeah, what
know
is this
they're
facial
big?
expression?
I mean,
Dude.
seriously, just look at them.
I'm gonna take him to a strip club. I'm taking Junpei to a strip club.
Yeah.
Wait, do they have? I don't think they have. Do they have strip clubs in Japan? I don't think they have strip clubs. Do they have strip clubs?
I don't know how far we want to get into this, but
Never mind.
but I don't think the term. Let's just say this: the term intercourse in Japan doesn't have a defined meaning.
Oh.
So I think prostitution is somewhat legal in some ways.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't find out, but I don't think that there's actual strip clubs because I don't think you need them.
Okay.
There's usually maid cafes.
Okay. All right. I'll take this guy to
But
a
where's
maid
that in
cafe.
this game? Where's the maid cafes?
Well, they saved that for your Yakuza. All
Infinite
right.
wealth.
Wait, it's by the B Blue V. Is that a pun on Deep Blue Sea? Is that like a seafood restaurant?
I think it.
The B Blue V.
I don't remember if that's the antique store that opens up later.
Oh, I thought that was this over
Oh, that
here.
is the antique store that opens up
It's
later.
got a little vase. Okay. Also, I like the fact that the Velvet Room just has like a little
Just a little
substation in the
alleyway.
mall.
Yeah.
Like
Like what
that's
else is in there for everybody else? Because you can't, and not everybody can see the Velvet Room.
Right.
So what is back there?
It's just nothing.
Just a fucking
Just
brick wall.
murder hobo alley.
Platform 9 3/4, clearly.
Yep.
Oh, these are the guys I was.
Also, this cop seems like really unenthused to be doing this. Like,
This is Officer
All the missing
Kurosawa.
people that he has to go on look like Grand Theft Auto 3 characters.
like Akihiko has like some pictures of him doing some unsavory shit.
Yeah.
Whoa, is that our war?
I wish I knew Japanese because then I could read what's like in the background.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm sure there's like little funny.
Or all these like posters. They're probably just all like crime things.
Yeah.
Like that
Like
one
Wanted.
lady's
He can secure
trying to run into fire
these things
on that
still
one
cost money.
poster. Is that? Oh no, it's like a little.
Of course.
Looks like it's like stepping on something.
I have no idea. Don't step on things. Also, what's with the
Well, I'll see you
TV
later.
DVD combo that they have on their counter?
Don't knock it till you try
Is
it.
that
It's
is
very
that a
efficient.
PlayStation?
It looks like a PlayStation. Yeah, like the PS1 flip things. You know, I found one of those at a garage sale one time, and it was complete. It was the PS1
all-in-one?
all-in-one, and it had the screen that you could flip up and play.
Yeah?
Oh my god, it was so cool. I think I used it like 3 times, then sold it.
Just pass it along to somebody
Hey,
else who's
man.
going to use it 3 times.
At the end of the
Whoa.
day, it was awesome. But there's some things like the Power Glove that are just released for looks, and it's not as efficient as you would think.
When I was a kid, I begged my parents for Power Glove for so long, and then they finally bought me one, and it was fucking ass. And I remember it was such a tragedy because it was ass and it didn't work.
Did you think it was broken?
No. I finally figured out that it was just like a bad thing, which I didn't really understand. I didn't understand getting ripped off as a kid, right? Like
Nintendo wouldn't do you wrong,
right? So
This is what you find out by license by Nintendo means.
Right. So I used it, and it was like, oh, this is terrible. It cost a lot of money. My parents like saved up. It was not a cheap fucking thing, and it sucked. And then like 2 years later, we had a garage sale. And I just put it in the garage sale, and this like wide-eyed kid came up, and he was like, "Oh man, I've always wanted one of these." And I was like,
It's the best.
You know, this thing cost me $80. I'll give it to you for like 40. And he was like, "Oh shit, mom!" And so he bought it, And we were like 3 hours later, there was a knock at the door. This kid showed back up my house, and he was like, I tried to use it, and it didn't seem to work very well. And I swear to God, I looked right in this kid's face, and I was like, you just got to practice, man. Like, you just got to practice if you want to get good at it. It doesn't work really well.
What did he expect? Do you want his money back? Fuck off.
I think he wanted his $40 back.
Sorry.
And I was like, sorry, kid.
This is a good life lesson to know that you bought somebody else's misery, but you lost.
Hey, you know what? I'm teaching you this lesson at half price, okay?
And you got a power glove, so you can still whack off of it. Probably fun.
Yep. God, that thing was the worst. It was the worst.
Did you have the box with it, or did you just give him like, here you go?
That was a garage sale. I mean, I gave him like, it had a little thing that went around the TV, like sensors. So I mean, I gave him all that stuff, but
shit,
like,
maybe I need to buy a power glove. You know, if you still had that now, it'd be worth more than what that kid. If that kid has it, he won.
Of course,
because it's worth more.
He could sell it for like $800 on eBay.
You have a lot of video game things in this room. The only thing that looks similar is the Infinity Gauntlet. That's up on the top.
No. Well, I have a lot of VR headsets now. That's like kind of what the power glove is, except it actually works. So,
speaking of random, you gonna buy an Apple headset?
Fuck no. I can't even look at pornography on that.
Isn't that so funny? Like Apple, you're trying to make it so like people are gonna like be goodwill. No, dude, people are gonna find a way to get porn on that shit.
Also, nah, bro. It's like, you know, hey, if I can find one for 1/8 of the price that they're selling it for, maybe. But like, that thing is like $3,000, right? I don't have fucking $3,000 to throw away on that. I have $500 to throw away on a PSVR 2, and that's what I fucking did. But like, I don't have the money to throw away on that Apple horse shit. For rich, Jesus!
I have the.
Wait, what happened to the Iron Maiden?
I have the Meta Quest 3, and it does fine for me.
Yeah. Getting up in years? Damn, Grandma. Well, maybe don't wear the skin tight cat pants. Like,
that might be the sexiest persona that I've ever seen.
Meow 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 meow.
You ever seen the movie Cat People?
If I have, it's been so long.
But it's fucking wild. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
There's one in the 80s that they did because the original one's from like the 30s or 40s. Oh my god,
dude! I like when I was messing with this, and I finally got I went through the dungeon like 3 times, and I came out and was able to fuse. It's that like big Crusader knight guy, like Justice, I think is the name.
Yes.
Who has like just resistance to all
bullshit.
To all like physical damage. Oh wait, that's right. We should go do something. What did other people do? Where's the thing? What did other people do?
I love that this is the network portion of this game.
Yeah.
Figure out what other people did so you don't have to think about it.
Made use of the movie theater. Is there a movie theater?
There is. It's in Itoa Station. I think. No, it's in the Polonium.
Here?
Polonium Mall. No, I'm sorry. It's in the Port Island Station.
Oh, it's in the train station?
I was like, yeah, it's in the Port Island Station.
Oh. I don't know if I went there.
And that's the top right. Yep.
Oh, I haven't been here. Top right?
No.
Over here? Oh. In the bathroom?
Nope. It's in the right. That's
Here?
Yep.
Oh, the screenshot.
The screenshot.
You can partake in services. Businesses will raise your shit. $1,500. I don't have $1,500.
I'm sorry. The movie's called The More Than Dreamin'.
Yep.
That's a broken sentence.
Friday in a certain day. Wait, what is that Rocky one?
Sharon Waxman.
Oh,
Detonator.
Shit. Yeah, let's go watch Sharon Waxman.
Craig
Detonator.
Smith.
Oh, okay.
Oh, jeez.
Right next to the old man.
I don't know how many movies that you've been to, Jeff, but how many people are actually on the edge of their seats? Because Jesus Christ mess.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back in the dungeon. Let's get to the first boss.
Here we go. We're chilling in our dorm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dun.
Still on the mend. I'd like you to learn combat. Be prepared. Explore the Tartarus. Go to the Tartarus.
Oh, right.
Here's some other stuff.
Guess what my new ringtone is to wake up every morning?
This is the song?
I'm a bunny, go up. Yeah.
Go to Tartarus. Whee! Again, there are more clocks that you could put on here, by the way.
It's time.
It's that
To go to the
horrible green. Yep. Fuck off. Yep, fuck off. I don't give a shit. Fuck off. Let's go. Oh, wait, we still have like 3 more things to learn.
We have to talk about our goals, Jeff.
Yep, I'm ready. Don't push yourself too hard. Sometimes I would like to see what a Persona game would look like if it was like if everybody in it was an American. There would be this, don't push yourself too hard, and be like, rub sand in your wounds and get back out there, soldier.
I'll tell you that there's a part of the game that would still be there.
Yeah.
Eat a bunch of burgers for courage.
Sure.
That would definitely be in there.
Yeah, there we go. Fucking
Twilight
bam!
Fragments.
Give me Twilight
Is
Fragments.
this the school hallway?
The school hallway, it's so creepy. What is this? This bullshit. Auto. Fuck your mother. You're weak. Fuck your mother. You're weak. Fuck your mother. You're weak. Your mother gets fucked. Woo! I even feel bad about, like, why even do all-out assault? It's just like one slime. Ugh. Dumbass. Wait, what happened to him? Oh, I never
He
seen.
always falls down in his shuffle time.
Yes, please. You know what? I do not miss the one of the mechanics from Persona 5 that I really didn't like was the negotiating with monsters to get them to join you, because it always felt like I got the wrong thing. Like it was always just like, do you think I'm beautiful? Yes. Ha, you stupid simp. And then they would attack me and like, do you think I'm beautiful? No. What a rude motherfucker. And then they would attack me and I was just like, God damn it.
Some of the forums there's a lot of people pissed that shuffle time went away.
Yeah.
Like that mechanic basically is designed to make you go, oh, I'm supposed to answer these questions in the opposite, but they never really told you what they hinted at what their shit was.
It was trial and error.
Yeah.
Which was really.
And there are times where you're like, I really need this fucking persona. I don't want to fuck around and miss it, right? Like,
yeah, I think what you're looking that shit up to, you're just like, oh, what do I say to Jack Frost to make him stop being a fucking dong?
Meanwhile, Atlas is like, yeah, it's 100 hours.
Yep. Go.
I'm talking like I hate this game. I clearly put so much of my time in the past 6 months into this franchise. So.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
What are you going to do when you finish this? You're going to be out of Personas. Are you going to go back? Are you going to get an emulator? Can you play PSX Persona?
No, I won't. I think the big thing for me now is I have Metroid Prime still that I need to go back and play.
The remaster?
Yes.
That was very good.
I need to play, what did I buy recently? Shit, I bought something. I need to do Armored Core 6. Definitely need to do that. I see you're enjoying that as well.
Yes. Armored Core.
I bought the Hogwarts game or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty much like, I bought every game that was ever Game of the Year. It's just like
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
What was the Spider-Man 2, Baldur's Gate, Tears of the Kingdom.
I did not buy Tears of the Kingdom yet.
Did you play Final Fantasy 16?
No, because it was a PS5 exclusive.
Yeah.
Strangely, my PS5 is my media console in the living room, and yet I game on my PC more. So I was waiting for it. I'm also looking to buy one of those stupid PlayStation
Oh, the remote play things?
Yeah.
Those things apparently suck ass.
Oh, I bet they do. But it's the only way that I could really. I mean, I tried the remote play on my PC.
Yeah.
That was ass. I tried to play like a sports game on it, and just the lag was awful.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me. I really want to play Final Fantasy 16, but I have not played it yet.
Okay. All right. Are you gonna? Are you interested in what the 7 Rebirth comes out? Did you play the 7 remake?
A little bird told me that there might be a demo video of Final Fantasy, but I'm not quite sure.
Who knows?
But I have heard of I heard of some speakings of Final Fantasy Rebirth of people that were really excited about it. I have not seen anything about it. More so because there's just so much other shit that's going on. I just missed it.
Water. I hate it.
Okay. Cool. I can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah, I really don't like it. I don't like how lionized 7 is. I don't like how people go. They go so crazy for 7, and I'm like, it's fine. But I never thought it was impressive for when it came out. But I've played better stories, and I like the way that they've stretched it out into 3 games. And I think that Square is bad at real-time battle systems. But anyway, there'll be more of that somewhere else.
Is probably accurate, to be honest with you. Based on what I've heard.
So, next XP 105.
Oh, shit. Oh. Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention to that.
We didn't pay. Oh, hey. That's good. Do you ever use the Persona skills where it's like a physical attack, but you have to take damage in order to do it?
Yes.
Yeah? I
use
never
those
do
all
that shit.
Okay, so the reason why is because you get through these crazy fucking huge HP characters much faster.
Yeah.
I have a Goliath fucking assault dive thing or whatever, and it clears out the thing. And by the time And by the time you do it, you have that auto recover at the end of every. It's just easy.
Yeah.
It's so easy to refill it.
I don't know. I always just like I'm so paranoid about
Getting hit and dying.
like I really want my guys to be topped off with health at all times, just because. I mean, I'm not doing it now, but like that's not how I would normally play. Okay.
There are bosses
Agent.
later in the game where you actually one of them is like vulnerable to magic but resistant to attacks, and the other one's the opposite. And they will cast like their weakness on each other, so it actually like is ridiculous. So there are times you absolutely have to use that assault shit in this game, and so it actually does a pretty good job of making you use them.
Yeah.
Like, so I imagine the bash probably works on those. Yeah, Guru is on fire.
Can I? Do I have to wait for a tutorial to pass?
Oh, switch? Yeah, I think you do.
Ah, god damn it. Okay, I'll just use a billion fucking SPs.
The baton pass later in games.
Yeah. I don't know though. I mean, to be honest, like this seems like a good version of this game, even if it's not like the direct remake that people want. But again, like I said, the direct remake, there is a direct port of it that is like maintains everything from it. So,
For me, if you're like, oh, I'm not sure if I want to play a Persona game. Like, if it were 6 months ago and this game exists, this is the game that I should have started with. Obviously, it's just the third. But it really does a great job of simplifying all of the Persona mechanics that do not make any sense in general, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And goes, no, you can get through just hitting A. It's fine.
Yeah. It does, though. Did they ever... You know what? I can't remember. Did they ever put out 4 on the consoles?
Yes. Not well. They did. They did
I know they did
digital.
on the PC, but
They did put the 4 on the consoles. There's 4 on the Switch is where I played it.
oh, okay.
And they released 4 on PS2 and all other stuff as it came out.
Well, no, but like, is it on the PS5 and Xbox Series X?
Yes, but only in the sense of digital. They did so limitedrun.com did a physical release of 4, but 5 has physical releases on the consoles. So
Okay, because I know the PC, they had a Steam version that was really interesting because it had like options that you could set where you could like set it so you were just like, oh, I get back my health after every battle, like some quality of life stuff that like just like to really ease the grinding part of it.
I think that just came packaged as like the rebrand, like Golden and Royale had stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, no, the Steam one specifically had those. What are these guys? Wait. Oh, this is him. Let's use everybody's Persona. Ah, there you go. All right, Fire Week.
Weak, bud.
Yep. This is technically like a boss. Like every 6 levels, there's like these kind of like slightly more advanced guys to fight.
And then there's random things that will come on every full moon.
Oh, I didn't get that far.
Okay.
I didn't get to a full moon.
So basically, like, yes.
Mabufu!
As the game progresses, you still have to go through the towers.
Yeah.
And you'll reach a certain plateau on the level, and then once the shadow comes on a full moon where you're doing something like in a different environment than the tower,
Yeah.
then the next floor opens up, and the next floors open up after you beat that.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
Mabufu! Mabufu! Go! The final boss before you get to the top of this first section, that like mech kind of looking thing,
Yes.
like big armor thing. It's funny. I didn't like. They were like, you might need to block because Junpei is like weak
to
the element that he's using, and then I found out that like the element that he is weak to is lightning, and I didn't know any of that. I just fucking like. Aggie. Junpei got killed. Use a revival bead. Aggie. Like I just like brute forced my way
But see,
through
in the
it.
other games, you would have been punished.
Yeah.
It would have absolutely destroyed your ass.
Yep.
Because it would have just focused on that over and over again.
Yep.
And the idea that you're going to leave a character in to get hit once literally opens you up to double each time.
Right.
So it just... I don't know. I love and hate that at the same time because it's just monotonous for me. I don't have to think to play this game.
Yeah. Which is fine if I think that if a game has grinding, the last thing that I want from it is to have to keep paying attention to it. I want it to
every second of the way.
I want to be able to give 25% of my brain over to like, yeah, fuck you. We should stop for today.
How's work?
Go eat my balls. You get all the way up to level 22.
You know, I'm going to say something really cheesy. I think it's the experiences with other people after you played Persona that really means so much. As cheesy as that sounds, every time that I talk to somebody that's played Persona, you just kind of get it.
Yeah.
You know? You don't really have like, oh, you're a Persona fan. I don't know. It's just, you just have that feeling of like, yes, I put in my time of 120 hours in Royale, and I want somebody else to be like, yeah, me too, bro. Me too.
That person would not be me. I've got about a...
You're close. You play enough video games. I feel like you're close enough.
I play a lot of different video games, but like that's my thing is that I want to play many, many, many different games, which is why I've been so. Like, I know that like games turning to be billions of hours long is great for the consumer, but like I want to play
great for the company so they can just charge you at the ass for DLC.
Well, I just want to play so many different games. Like I want to play them all.
That's awesome. And I take inspiration from that, and I find myself playing different varieties of games. I would never would have played JRPGs had it not been for this fucking show.
Well, there you go.
I swear, man.
The back when I used to work at Spill back in the 12 years ago.
The aughts?
Yeah. Well, it was like the 2010s, 2012 or whatever. But during that point, games were 8 to 10 hours long. I beat whatever new game came out. I beat it every week. I buy whatever new game came out. I beat it in a week, and then I go to the next one because games were 8 to 12 hours long. So it wasn't like I had to deal with like how the hell am I going to play a 90-hour game? I would start sweating when a 40-hour RPG came out, and I was like, "Fuck, where am I going to get 40 hours?"
This is just breakfast.
These are rookie numbers, man. I got to get them numbers up.
Breakfast 40-hour games, RoboCop and appetizers.
Yep. Get him. Fuck him. Yeah, go to hell. Ow, 12. Ouchie.
But I think I might play Sea of Stars. I don't know. Every time that I play a JRPG and I finish it, I'm like, oh man, I just want to play another RPG. Like I just get that in my bones.
So I mean, I don't know how I've talked a little bit from time to time, but I'll make the full pitch. Where Sea of Stars, like the thing about Sea of Stars is because it was not made by a Japanese director that felt the need to slavishly stick to kind of the pace of JRPGs. Like every hour in that game, there's just something new that changes it. You get a new tool, you fight a new boss, there's a new story revelation, and to me, that's what's missing with a lot of these is the fact that like you can go for too long before getting the next thing. And I'm more than willing to play a game like this where, or I'm more than willing to play a game where like something big happens to keep me moving through the story every hour or so. Like there's a few games out there.
Check your stats real quick. I want to check your experience.
I remember specifically.
Anybody? 139. Okay, 139. We're gonna check that experience after that.
I mean, we're almost out of time here. So
Literally hit myself in the face with that. Come on.
Okay, 139.
Let's go. But yes, this is Sea of Stars.
Oh, these fucking guys. I don't give a shit about you guys. Yeah. Well, no. There are games like the best games that we played for Rage Select. Like, I remember very specifically that I think Control did this, where, like, it was paced in a way where, like, every hour something interesting happened. Every hour of play. Okay, got 50? 50 minus 139 is, what, 89? Sure. 89. So, stats.
126.
Okay, so it splits it. It splits it.
But then it doesn't really. Because if you actually like do that, like it's so weird. Like, how does it split it? Because it wasn't a fucking whole number.
What was it? 50?
Yeah.
50 into 3 is what? 14?
Oh, is it?
No, that's not right.
I was like, I don't think 50 is a whole number.
50 divided by 3. Okay, 50 divided by 3 is 1, and then 2, and 16. So it'd be like 16-ish. I think.
And I'm telling you, I in my state
18.
of like, I didn't care enough to go
16.6666666.
like far enough into it. It just doesn't make any sense. Like,
what was it? 135?
It was 139, I feel like.
139. So 13 and...
But then what gets crazier, right, is that then they added the cards. right?
Right.
And then the cards, you're like, wait, so what the fuck is my experience? Like, I don't know. It's like,
I think you're just
empty.
supposed to fucking go with the flow,
Just
man.
fucking
I think you're
hit
supposed to
A.
go with the flow.
Just
like,
fucking hit A and just
auto
go with
battle,
it.
auto battle, auto battle.
So when you like when you get like an 80,000 experience point battle,
Yep.
you don't level up. You're like, what the fuck?
I think you just go with the flow. You just got to go.
Persona,
Go with
it doesn't really make sense. The math doesn't add
Persona.
up.
Who gives a shit? It's all about screaming Persona and going to math class. It's not
gonna
about
be
the numbers.
Persona 6. Who gives a shit?
Persona 6. Who gives a shit? Actually, if you really like Persona, you might play Catherine. You play Catherine?
No, what?
Catherine was the game that the Persona team made between Persona 4 and Persona 5.
Oh, yeah.
And it's this really weird game about, it's a puzzle game about you going to sleep and doing these puzzle towers as a sheep, as a man with sheep horns. And then it's also about like relationships, and they ask you like what you would do in this particular relationship scenario, and then at the end they have an online poll where they show you like, well, 35% of the people did what you did, and like 65% of the people did
very
the other
much like
thing.
Atlas.
Yeah, it's very weird. Anyway, with that, we're out of time. So we did one with story and we did one with battles. I feel like you guys have seen the whole Persona experience, including the part where I just hit the auto battle button and take the hits and don't give a shit.
Hey, check it out on Game Pass. It's literally on there for you. So
Yeah.
if you got that, it's worth the hours to put into it. You don't have to play all 80 to feel worth it. I'm just telling you, it's fun.
I really do think though that this makes a better starting point where like.
Yeah.
And by the way, I haven't said this, but like the environments are a little, I think, are slightly underwhelming. But man, the character work in here is great. Like
Yeah.
the animation and the character design, it's just so beautiful. Oh, I don't care. Just take them out.
It's very inviting. It makes it very fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's actually a pretty fun game to play while you're playing other games. So, like and subscribe. Let us know what you think down in the comments. Did you play all the Persona games? Do you have one up on Blake?
Don't lie to me.
Shin
I'll
Megami
check.
Tensei games have you played?
I'll check your profile. You just put your gamer tag. You tell me, and I'll check it. Did you beat it or not?
Yeah, and then once you're done going head to head with Blake over here, maybe go to patreon.com/rage select and help us out. Kick us some bucks, get some bonus videos nobody else gets to see. Head to the Discord server, head to the Pal World server. Watch the bonus videos. All that good stuff.
Is it sad that I do not want to be the Persona subject matter expert? Like I don't want that on my resume.
Well, don't worry. At the rate these games have been coming out, it's like, unless they make Persona 3, well, even if they do make Persona 3 Golden or whatever, like, which they just, there was just a news story that I looked at today where the director was like, we're not going to do that.
I hope not. Jesus.
We're not going to put out Persona 3 Royale. I think this is going to be it for a little while. Because I don't think they can force this team to make yet another Persona game.
That'll do, Atlas.
So.
That'll do. I think they've done enough.
Yeah, it'll be another 5. Well, there was a big gap between Persona 4 and 5.
Yeah, and you got to remember too, they're doing Tactica. They're doing Strikers. They are putting out content.
Well, those are different. Those are different companies. Like
what?
Like Strikers was made by Omega Force that makes all of the.
So Atlas isn't involved at all in those games?
Well, I think they consult to make sure that like it came out well.
Okay.
But I don't think that they didn't literally make all those games. I think that Tactica might have been them.
Tactica was great. If you really want to play a quick and easy Persona game, that game is choice.
Anyway, yep. Come do the Patreon thing. We would appreciate it. Yeah. Blake, where can the people find you? Over here.
Check out patreon.com/junkfoodcinema. I am over there in the Discord community, hanging out, chilling with cool people, much like you find on Rage Select. So come and join both. Why not? Give it a whirl. Porque los dos.
Yep, there you go. And with that, we're going to go and wrap it up. We'll see you tomorrow with another brand new video. Bye, everybody.
Play Persona.